Hey lovely Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into your weekly general tarot reading June 28th up until July 4th 2021. And probably you already know, but you can get yourself into a free reading contest which are happening into my live streams. And in order to make sure you do catch me live, make sure you do subscribe for the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you do wish to have a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to your weekly general tarot reading, and the first card we have for you Sagittarius, that is going to be the Hangman, followed with the second one, which stands as the Six of Pentacles. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Hierophant, followed by the fourth card here, that it is the Four of Swords. And the last one we have, that is going to be, my God, the Two of Swords. And I have only one sentence to summarize that reading, and that is that everything is going to be all right. Okay, that is something that's when I was working full job, or rather like 8 hours job, there was that client that was coming about, you know, here and then. And whenever there was a problem with one or the other project, that person always was saying, you know, don't you worry, man. I mean, at the end, everything works out. You know, I didn't have a case where it did not work out at the end. And that is going to be your case here, that at the end, it may seem miraculous. It may seem like, you know, a miracle, or rather like a prodigy to you, but everything is going to work out with your endeavor. And starting up the week here with the Hangman, that is the moment where you may feel helpless about your endeavor, career-wise or relationship-wise, you name it. That's why the Hangman, that is because, I'm sorry, with the Hangman, Thou feels helpless because the more Thou tries to influence the situation career-wise or relationship-wise, the worse the things become. Hangman, it's simultaneously a breakthrough and a test. It is a breakthrough because the problems you are facing, the setbacks you are facing, they are going to pretty much clear themselves out on their own accord. And it is a test because your patience here is going to be tested. Can you gnash your teeth and just wait for the storm to clear out? That's all that you gotta do. The skies darken are going to be set into light again in career and in relationship, and only thing you gotta do for it is to wait. And once you do realize that and you start waiting, this is not going to be a waste of time, because something else happens due to the manifestation of the Hangman, and that is seeing the world from a different perspective. Just like the man is dangling on that tree upside down, seeing a different perspective in things, and that different perspective is going to give you the answer you seek about your career, about your relationship, friendships. You know, it will be the thing that stirs your life once more. And that happens here with the Six of Pentacles. Now here we don't have the traditional meaning, you know, where help is not going to truly help you and so on and so forth. The Six of Pentacles here kind of like touches on the hierarchy of the steps forward. That, you know, everything starts working out the way it is supposed to work out. Everything falls into its place. The rich man, it is where it belongs. The poor man, it is where it belongs. That is the hierarchy, you know, and everything starts working itself up. And it's just that's what the card is stating here, that the waiting is going to be only at the very early stages of your week, and after that, bit by bit, things are going to start working out. Now, important thing to know it is that these workouts which are going to happen, they will require your performance, they will require your manifestation here, or rather like your attitude. Nobody can do the job for you. Nobody can pretty much, how can I say, do it instead of you. And here what I can say it is that if you have to do something right, you better do it. You better do it yourself. However, on a more practical level with the Six of Pentacles, you can expect that nobody is going to interfere with your business. And also you can expect to clear out some misunderstandings in terms of relationships, business-wise or relationship-wise as well. And right after things are getting back into stir, the Hierophant is going to take place for you, is going to manifest. And Hierophant, it is a very peculiar card in your case, Sagittarius. That is because, and it branches out, okay? It branches out in terms of a career and in terms of relationship, and it has more to do with the Hangman manifestation rather than with the Six of Pentacles manifestation, because it touches up on that perspective you're going to start adopting about your life, about your love, about your career, and so on and so forth. And the Hierophant here branches out in terms of career in a sense of that the job you're going to start doing, or the way you're going to start doing your job, or the way you're going to start kind of like shaping up your business, or whatever your career is all about, it's no longer going to be driven by the monetary gaze, at least at that point. It's going to be driven more about things you are good at, things you enjoy, you know, and things you have trust into. There was that interview with and I said it many times before, but for those who are new, there was that interview with a Bulgarian actor here. I am Bulgarian for those who wonder. And they asked that actor in that interview, you know, does acting kind of like provides? Do you make a lot of money with acting? He said, you know what, acting, it's my diagnosis. It's just my life. And I don't concern myself with money and revenue. Money finds me on their own accord. And that is how the Hierophant branches up in terms of career. You do what it is your diagnosis, what you're good at, what drags you forward. Money are going to find you on their own accord. Relationship-wise, the Hierophant, it is where through that perspective you will find a new definition of love. And that is going to be slowly growing love that it is founded on a mutual reliability and trust. Because at the end of the day, you can love somebody as much as you want, but if they cheat on you, if they are not trustworthy and you cannot rely on them, you can't be together. What kind of a relationship that is going to be, right? And also that card points that should you kind of like associate yourself with someone you trust, someone you can rely on, love is going to come on its own accord sooner than later. And right after that, the Four of Swords here hits in. And that is the moment where those problems we talked about with the Hangman here, those issues which you tried to manifest, or rather like you tried to resolve at the start of the week, but they became worse and worse and you had to just wait. Here, they simply disappear. They're no longer in place at the late stages of the week. They resolve themselves as soon as you adopted that a new perspective on things. And also the Four of Swords is a sign that you have associated yourself with the right people, person. Either for to make business, either for to work with, either for to make up a relationship with, whatever your case is. Four of Swords also points that towards the end of the week, you are about to start deliberating upon something. And how can I say, you are going to seek counsel, and that counsel is going to be with rather faithful companion that can see the things objectively, not from your point of view, not from someone else's point of view, but from the third party point of view, and give you a sound advice. But above everything else, the Four of Swords here speaks that you are going to be in peace, or in other words, the situation around you is going to be very, very peaceful, and you definitely can catch up your breath. which is going to lead you to the end of the week with the Two of Swords, Sagittarius, where some kind of a situation start growing up that you will have to make a decision about. But the good thing about this is that you are not going to be oppressed to make that decision. Not in this week, maybe not in the next week around. You have to make that decision whenever you feel ready about. And that is the key to the Two of Swords. This peaceful existence of yours is going to continue up. And at the end of the week, you're going to find yourself hanging on a very solid equilibrium, you know. As the card points, the two swords are are kind of like counterbalancing each other. You may not know at that point what your decision should be, and that is totally fine, and that's why you should not rush it. Two of Swords works through process of elimination. And in order to give you an example of it, say you do have two people of interest to make a relationship with, and you don't know which one is going to fit best with you, okay? So how the Two of Swords is going to work out? Well, you decide in favor of none of them for as much as it takes, and eventually one of them is going to lose interest in you and is going to move to someone else, which is going to prove to be the one that you cannot trust, like the Hierophant stated, okay, that you cannot rely on. And the one who was persistent, the one who had the patience to wait enough, it is the right choice, obvious. And so this is your general tarot reading for June 28th up until July 4th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it. And again, catching me live, you can do so by subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell, and hopefully we're going to see each other there. Until then, bye.